So ARK Survival Ascended is just around the corner. We only have to wait for 2 more weeks.
Yeah, definitely.
And I've seen a couple of base spot videos already here on YouTube, where the YouTubers were basically showing the best possible base spots for the new game ASA. The problem with most of these videos was that if you are not playing in a mega tribe, you are probably not going to see those base spots up close. At least not if you're playing official PvP servers. And yes, I'm playing in a mega tribe on official PvP 1x, I will be fine, will be claiming the whole island map probably, but I also want to play on small tribes sooner or later. On small tribes I will be playing solo, duo or in a really small tribe, and as there's account sharing and also very big mega tribes on small tribes as well, I was thinking about where to build. Where am I going to build on this small island map as a beach bob, as a solo player that is not part of the big mega tribes? Let's look at the facts first. We don't know much about ASA, but there's already stuff that's confirmed. In the game's official community crunch, they were saying that they did some balance adjustments to choke points in caves, but they were hesitant to make dramatic changes to cave balance, as while the meta in ARK Survival Evolved had flaws, they didn't feel a complete overhaul was wise. I don't know what you think, guys, definitely write me your opinions in the comments by the way, but for me that feels like Island Ice Cave won't have a choke point anymore, not the choke point we know at least, but especially without cryopods, living in a cave will be the base spot meta again. And if not Island Ice Cave, then surely the water caves, which were already viable in ARK Survival Evolved. With other words, the big tribes will probably claim the OP caves again, with the addition that they also have to have outside bases for breeding bigger dinos that are not fitting into the caves, as there is no cryopods. So, the big tribes are claiming the OP caves and probably also at least one OP outside base spot, but as a solo duo, small tribe as a beach bob, we don't want to claim an outside base spot anyway, as we have downtimes and the big mega tribes will raid us when we are offline, especially if we are super easy to find in the open. But the OP caves that would probably hold way better when we are offline will be claimed by the big tribes as well. So what are we going to do? Yeah, there's the obvious methods to survive at least with some stuff as a solo beach bob, like skyquests, reft, or hiding stuff inside of foundations, inside of tames that no one would ever use, stuff like that. Everyone should know that, but I wanted to give you my opinion on where I personally thought about building if I'm not part of a big tribe, or what would I do personally. First base spot that I thought about, Island Swamp Cave. Yes, there's artifacts inside like in most of the other caves too, and you have to give them out eventually if the alpha wants to have the artifact. Communication skills, guys, just talk to the tribes that want the artifact, trade them, whatever, give them out. Coordinates like always on the GPS, you need to have a gas mask or 4 parts of scuba for this cave, otherwise the poison damage will kill you. This cave is really annoying to raid like every cave where you need a gas mask to survive, as it's not really considered an OP cave on ARK Survival Evolved. They might not even change the entrance to this cave, that would mean no stegos, so this cave as a small tribe, maybe even as a duo or trio, definitely a viable choice, I would say. The big tribes will probably not claim it, maybe some will do it with some turrets because of the artifacts, but yeah, that's definitely the first base spot I thought about. The second base spot I thought about was actually the small ice cave or Skylord cave. Yes, I built here before on official PvP, it was more of a meme back then because you can't get any good defenses up here, but you could just claim a small part above or next to a death barrier, trapdoor kind of thingy here. Some tribes are going for the artifact eventually, so keep that in mind, and it's also an easy flag run, let's be real, but this spot directly came to my mind as a solo spot which won't get scouted in the first few days, up to some weeks actually, depends on what servers you are playing on. Next is very obvious, the underwater pearl caves, all of them. Also not considered OP in ARK Survival Evolved, and I really think they won't change the entrances of all the caves on the map, especially not if they are not considered broken. Some pearl caves are better than others, even for duo tribes they should be definitely viable. Some have better entrances than others, you can't fit basilos in some entrances and so on. Coordinates here on this map, L for larger caves, M for medium and S for the smallest pearl caves. We also don't know if they will be fixing stuff like grapple glitching, but even without I would definitely consider building a pearl cave. and just to name it really quick, a base spot in the back of a cave. So that basically means you're not claiming the entire cave or not even the cave entrance, just a little spot in the back of the cave where no one is going to. I did that a couple of times on multiple clusters. The pack cave on the island has a spot like that, for example. There's no reason to go here for anyone, no artifact is in that part of the cave, but as the spot can be rendered from outside the cave and as everyone was using cheats ESP in ARK Survival Evolved, it was not really viable to do this tactic on the island. Maybe ASA won't have cheating at the start, but without Fjordhogs or Space for Attack Teleporter, these kind of base spots will be a little annoying. So, there's actually no hidden base spots on the island, there's no spot where people would never go, everything is so close together. There are spots like this here, but people will find it at some point. There's definitely people flying by or farming or taming stuff nearby in the ice biome. The map is just way too small. That's where I wanted to ask you guys, what is your plan to survive as a solo, as a duo tribe, as a not account sharing tribe on small tribes maybe? Where do you want to live? Are you claiming an actual base spot? Are you hiding your loot in sky-capped flyers, or what are you doing? Write it into the comments. I have to get some more inspiration. And because I got many questions regarding movement speed and cryopods, leveling movement speed won't be a thing in ASA, so you only have a base speed that you can't increase anymore. And as I was hoping, like many others, for the return of the Crown PvP meta, not being able to skill movement speed will absolutely kill Crown PvP, let's be real. You can't outrun at least most of the dinos. That means sitting on a dino will be even more important. With other words, being an on-foot player is nerfed again. No cryopods though. I didn't like it at first. You can't raid caves with dinos then, but we have to wait for the cave entrance changes. Maybe every cave will be big enough for stegos and other soakers to fit, but we don't know yet, and I really doubt that they reworked every single cave entrance, but we will see. I liked cryopods, to be honest. Was the only big change in ARK that didn't break the entire game, that didn't destroy PvP but made it easier. It made raiding easier, so it was a good thing in my opinion. We will see how everything will work out at the start of ARK Survival Ascended. Tell me in the comments where you want to build once ASA comes out. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see us on the main channel probably. Check pinned comment or description, and goodbye.